The reason why I came to Ultimate Hair Dynamics is because I wanted a more confident me. I didn't want to wake up every morning wondering about what people are going to say, or if they keep staring, or me trying to hide the bald spots that were occurring with me. When I was a little girl, I would say about 13, 14 years old, I used to pull out my hair if it didn't go the right way, or for some reason I didn't like the color of it that day. I would just yank it out until the problem was no longer there. Being so, I came up with a lot of bald spots. It was harder for me to grow back the hair because I kept pulling it out because I was stressed or anxious or something wasn't right. Whatever it was, I would just yank it out, and that is the reason why I came to Ultimate Hair Dynamics. In the beginning, I would get up stressed, crying from my mom because I couldn't figure out how to hide the bald spots, or I would sit in front of the mirror for hours trying to think of a hairdo because I had somewhere nice to go, and you could only do one thing if you're balding: cover it up. I was very limited on what I was able to do. I couldn't go in pools because what hair, it's going to move. You can't hold it down, which people would stare at your bald spots. Or if I was at a friend's house and I got out of the shower, I had to make sure that either A, I didn't get it wet and just didn't wash my hair, or I took a blow dryer to it as soon as possible. I always made up some kind of excuse. And now, being a client, I can just go jump in a pool. I can get out of the shower and not put a towel on my head and just let it air dry for once. I don't have to take a brush to it and blow dry it before anybody sees it. There are no limits anymore with me now that I've become a client. With my new hair, it makes me happy. I'm a more confident person. I'm not doubting the way I look anymore. I'm not doubting if I'm ever going to meet somebody, or if I'm going to be in a happy relationship because of balding or shallowness. It's a lot easier for me to be me with what Ultimate Hair Dynamics has given me. It made a huge impact on my life. I wasn't stressed out anymore. I wasn't lazy and didn't want to go outside because I was worried what people thought. I had more energy because I just didn't care anymore. It wasn't noticeable anymore. I could just walk outside and be happy and just go do what I had to do without thinking about what other people were thinking about looking at me. The hair is very natural. It's like it's your real hair. It is real hair, and you can just play with it and it's yours. You can't feel any bumps or anything. It's natural. Anybody can run your fingers through your hair and not know. It's very dependable. I'm not worried about if it's ever going to rip, or if it's going to be flimsy, or if I'm going to lose hair. It is what it is. It's 100% guaranteed. It's the real deal. The stylists at Ultimate Hair Dynamics are amazing. They're just down-to-earth people. They come in, they make you laugh, You don't think you've been there for a long time, and because they're just constantly talking to you, they're telling you about their day. Being a client for the past 10 years, you grow up knowing your stylist. They know about your life, you know about their life, how their kids are doing. It's just a very welcoming atmosphere. Leading the active lifestyle that I do, styling is very easy. I just roll out of bed, I throw a brush on, I can throw it up in a ponytail, or wear it down, or do whatever I need to do. And it's very easy to go the other way though. If I'm going out, it's a cinch to straighten it or blow dry it, and it looks natural. I don't have to spend a lot of time. For softball, I was a pitcher and a third baseman. Pitcher is a very, very physical position. Every body part's flying everywhere. You're sweating, you're always moving, jumping up and down, stretching your bodies to the limit. And playing third base, you're running up for bunts, you have the wind blowing in your hair. And when I wasn't a client and I had bald spots, taking my helmet off and on again was very hard for me. I always had to run to the bathroom with the little mirror to make sure everything was in place and no bald spots were showing. And when I became a client, I could just throw it off and just run out into the field. I didn't have to worry about it anymore. And that, my mom always said you could tell because I was happy. I was smiling more once I became a client. The most important thing for me about the hair was, again, confidence. I didn't wake up stressed and crying or wondering, am I ever going to meet someone because I have bald spots? Or it let me really be happy and live a normal teenage life. My favorite thing about Ultimate Hair Dynamics is the service and the people that you're surrounded by. They genuinely care for you, and they just want to make sure you're happy and that you can go on living a confident, active lifestyle that you want to live. If you're having problems and your hair is thinning, or you have the problem I did, you're pulling it out and you're a perfectionist, or whatever the matter may be, pick up the phone and call Ultimate Hair Dynamics. It will change your life greatly.
In the wings for you to free. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I haven't changed from being the girl in the back of the class, talking smack, too laid back. They said, man, when is she gonna get it all together?